Hi everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll be showing you a storage hack that lets you use cheaper storage solutions with your M2 Mac Mini, taking advantage of the incredible speed of NVMe SSD storage to expand your Mac's capacity. If you are a heavy user of virtual machines that take up significant space on your Mac, don't worry, I've got you covered. I'll explain how to install your VMs on external storage so you can free up that valuable internal storage for other purposes. Before diving into the storage hack, let's briefly talk about the capabilities of your Mac's Thunderbolt 4 USB-C port. It offers a data transfer speed up to 40 Gbps, supports up to external displays with resolutions up to 6K at 60 Hz, and provides charging capabilities. These features come in handy when we discuss our storage hack. When you combine the 40 Gbps data transfer speed of Thunderbolt 4 with the power of NVMe SSD storage, you get a seamless experience when accessing your VMs running on external SSD or when working with files stored on an SSD. First things first, go to Google and type in download UTM and install it. And if you need help, I have another video on how to install UTM and also how to install Windows on UTM. I've included the link to that video in the description below. Now let's create a sparse image on our external SSD storage. I have a prepared command for this, and the file system will be called sparse. Let's break down each part of the command. The HDI this is a Mac OS command line utility used for working with disk images. The create will create a new disk image. The dash size 100G specifies the maximum size of the sparse image to be 100 GB. And the dash type sparse sets the disk image type to sparse, meaning it will grow dynamically as needed up to the maximum size specified. The dash HFS plus sets the file system of the disk image to HFS plus or hierarchical file system plus, which is a common file system for Mac OS. The dash volume, the dash vol name UTM image sets the volume name of the disk image to UTM image. And the path is the destination path for the created sparse image file. Next, we will execute another command to mount the sparse image we created on our external storage to our computer. This means our UTM will use this volume to store the virtual machines we're going to install. To verify that the disk is mounted and ready to be used, type the df-h command in the terminal. Now let's download an ISO image for this demo. I'll download the ARM version of the Ubuntu 22.10 ISO image since I'm on M2 chip. Make sure to download the x86 version if you are using older Intel versions of Macs. It's time to create our first virtual machine. Open your UTM VM installer and click the plus sign to start creating your VM. Select the first option that says virtualize. From the operating system selection, click Linux, next. Click the browse button and select the Ubuntu 22 we downloaded earlier. And accept the default memory selection and click continue. Also take the default selection for storage and click continue. Then click save to finalize the VM creation. For the OS installation, keep selecting the default options as we're not doing anything specific with the OS installation. When you reach the username creation step, specify your username and password. And then I'll skip through the OS installation and continue when the VM is ready. I'm not sure if this is a bug or something, but the first reboot doesn't complete successfully, causing the screen to freeze. I'll click the force shutdown on the VM. It will prompt a warning about data loss, but don't worry, it will work after the shutdown. Now the VM is back up, but there's an issue with the default menus displayed. The menu option at the top, which says try or install Ubuntu server, will lead us to another installation. So on the first boot, we need to press the down arrow key on our keyboard to highlight the boot from the next volume and hit enter. The problem occurs because the installation source, which is the virtual CD or DVD, is still attached. The default boot sequence attempts to load the OS from the CD or DVD if it is still attached. We'll remove the CD or DVD containing the ISO image. To remove the virtual CD or DVD, first shut down and close the VM window. Then select the VM name and scroll all the way to the bottom on the right pane until you see the CD or DVD drop-down menu. Click that and select clear. Next, power the VM back on. This time we won't be presented with the menu and the OS will load directly. In conclusion, by running the df-h command in the terminal, we can see how much space we've saved on our Mac's internal storage by redirecting the virtual machine's storage to the blazing fast 2 TB SSD external storage. If you found this tutorial helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more tech tips and tutorials. Thanks for watching.